Hi, this is Joy with Everyday Cricut and Obsessed with Scrapbooking, and I'm here to show you how to make the cute football decal we just saw. So let's get started. I've pulled up the Sportsmania cartridge on, this is the Cricut Craft Room, and so I've gone ahead and pulled up the Sportsmania cartridge, and I found my football right away. Now what I can do is I've just put my cursor on it, and if I just click on my mouse, it goes right to the screen. So I'm going to drag it up so you guys can see it, and it comes in at a height of 5 inches. Now, I actually probably even want to make it bigger than that. So and that's because I had put 5 inches in as a default height down here. You can put any height you want, 2 inches, 1 inch, whatever you want. Okay, so then I've made him even larger. So now he looks like he's 6.2 inches. So that's great. I want you to be able to see. So part of that, I should even make it bigger so you can see it. Let's highlight him again, and I'm just going to make him larger, and there you go. Okay, now in order to put my name and all this information on here, I'm going to have to rotate him somewhat because he's going the wrong way. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to Shape Properties, this menu on the left hand side, and I'm going to click on Rotate, and I'm going to rotate him 45 degrees. There you go. So now he's pretty nice and flat. Now you may say, how did I know it was 45 degrees? Because I tested before I did the video. You know, like you do. So, nothing special about that. Okay, so here I am, and I've got my football. Now, to go ahead and make this work out, I'm going to go ahead and put another layer that's going to go on top of this so we can get everything laid out the way we want to and put in the boxes and whatever, and we'll be set. How do I add a layer? Here to this bar at the top left, and I click on the plus sign, and here's another layer that shows up, and I am going to go ahead and find the Plant and Schoolbook cartridge because that's what I'm going to use for my font. Most people have Plant and Schoolbook too, so that kind of helps. And let's go plant in. Okay, here's Plant and Schoolbook, and then I'm going to go down here. There's an add text box. All I have to do is click that, and up comes this text box, and I'm going to just hit 25. And you saw it come up right here, and I hit done. Now here's my box with 25 on it. Pretty cool, right? So I go to put it on here. Oh no, I can't see it at all. So what do? How do I make it so I can see that layer? All I have to do is go up to the layer bar and click this layer 2 and drag it to the left, and now it will be on top. So that's kind of easy to do. Might want this a little bit bigger, so I'm going to drag it starting from the bottom right, make it slightly larger. It's going to cut better if it's larger. Let's see if we like that. There you go. Okay, now my next part is to type in the words that are going to go down in this section. So again, I'm going to do a text box. Let's see here. I want to do this. Let me add another layer, and then I'm going to add a text box. And I'm going to click Shift Web MS, and I'm going to say done. And now that's behind there too, so I've got to drag layer 3 to the left so that it shows up. And I'm going to bring this down here and say, well, it's pretty good. It's pretty good sizing. That works out pretty well. Okay, and then I'm going to do another layer, and I'm going to say add text, and I'm going to say Jordan. Type that in. Done. Slide that over just on top of the green layer, and now we can see everything. Okay, let's close this box here so you can now. There you go. So now you can see everything. Maybe we want to make Jordan a little bit bigger. Okay, there we go. So we got this the way we want it. Now, the first thing we should always, maybe the 25 needs to come over a little more. You could play with this forever. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And anyway, let's press on. Okay, so now we've got our design done, but what we want to do is save this. So we go up to File, and we can do a save or a save as, or you could open a new project or whatever else. If you go to open a new project, it will prompt you to say, hey, are you sure you want to save this or not? So it's helpful that way. So I'm going to click save, and I'm going to say football vinyl, and I'm going to hit save, and now it's saved. Okay, so the big question comes, like, how do we cut this out? Okay, that has been the biggest question I got. So I click on cut, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to do all layers separate. I am going to say vinyl. When you do vinyl, it's 3, 3, and 3. Do a speed of 3. So just FYI. And I only need it to cut once. That's for multi-cut in case you're cutting through thicker materials. And I would go ahead and cut my 25. And then I'm going to cut, after that, I'll cut Web MS. Then I'll cut Jordan. And so we'll see. Web MS, then I'll cut Jordan. And then I'll finally cut the football. Because I don't want the football to be cut and then to start to wiggle at all, if in fact it might. And because this is all laid out on top of it, it is going to come out as a perfect decal. So pretty cool, huh? Pretty easy. So I hope that helps you guys, and you can see the final results beginning and the end of the video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.